All right, so we're over here in Fusion. Let's design this up. Now, first things first, we're gonna go to the Create tab, create a sketch. I'm gonna pick the top view here in the view cube and click right there. Now I'm gonna go to create a rectangle, a center rectangle, and once I know one dimension, I can set the other. So it's 1.775 inches plus 0.5 for both sides. So I'm gonna hit enter. So that's 2.275. I'm going to go 2.275 there. Now we need to create the little ears that come in on the side. The easiest way to do that is to press the O key for offset. Right now it's on chain selection, so it's going to do the whole thing. We don't want that, so we're going to deselect chain selection. And we're going to move this in 0.25 of an inch. And we're going to move that in 0.25 of an inch. And just to double check things, we're going to press I to inspect. And then we shift select both, and it's 1.775 inches. I just do that because that is the most critical dimension in this whole thing. And if that's not there, well, we're going to have a problem. So now we're going to press C for circle. We're going to snap to the middle here and pull out, and it needs to be 0.88 inches in diameter. Now, because this part will be printing in the vertical orientation as shown, and I want to actually make sure that this will work in terms of the fact that it's not going to have a bunch of droopy on it, we're going to need to kind of create that teardrop shape on, I'm going to do it on both ends so it's symmetrical for balance, but I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to press L for line, and I'm just going to click anywhere along here, and I'm going to move this until you see it snap to the circle with a line. That means tangent. So I'm just going to snap like that both ways. Click the other side, click L for line, and I'm just going to create a vertical line from the center to up there. Hit escape. And then, let me see here, D for dimension. I'm going to set that to be, not 45, I'm going to set that to be 60. Then I'm going to click on the tip there and shift select the line. And then click on coincident, hit escape, and click on that and hit X. X makes it what's called a construction line, so it's dashed, so it doesn't read it as an actual line. What happens if I set that to 90 actually? Yeah, that'll work actually, because then that's what? Yeah, that's 45. Perfect. Obviously I want to maintain as much meat in the middle here as possible, but I obviously want to make sure that's going to work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go L for line. I'm just going to draw a line from the center point perpendicularly out, press X to construct it, and then I'm going to click on mirror here, shift select both of those, select the mirror line, which would be this, and then bam, we've created ourselves that bottom part. So now when we print this, it will have those two tiny little points on it, but at least we know that it's going to print a proper circle and it's going to be balanced. So that should be fine. Press finish sketch. We're going to hold down shift and the middle mouse wheel, and now it's time to actually extrude this. So I'm going to press E for extrude, and for the center here, this is 0.11 inches thick. So we're just going to press 0.11 and hit enter. Then we're going to notice that our sketches are gone. So we're going to go to the sketches tab and turn back on the sketch. Press E again and then select both of those. And we're going to go 0.11 plus 0.25 plus 0.125, I should say. So we'll hit enter again. And now you'll notice that we have our two ears here on the side. Now on the other side of this part, perpendicular to that is the other set of ears. So what we're going to do is we're going to press R for rectangle, and we're going to select this face right here, the back of it. Click on that, click on the top corner, and drag over to the other side. and it will already know that it's supposed to be 2.275. We're going to hit tab, and we're going to go 0.25, hit enter, and then we're going to repeat the same process down here on the bottom. Press R, drag over, tab, 0.25, enter, and just to idiot check it again, we'll press I to inspect, and we'll select this line. Oops, that's offset. I wanted to inspect. Oops. We'll shift select both of those lines, 1.775, perfect. Now we can press E to extrude again. We'll select both of these, and we'll come out 0.125 as well. So there is the finished part. Now, because of the way that this is going to be printing, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, really this is a one-sided part. One side of this interfaces to the fan blade. Well, you know what, I'll just, for the sake of the demonstration, very quickly draw in a fan blade here. So we'll just pretend this bar here is the fan blade. The nut obviously goes on the top. So what I'm really thinking is, because I'm probably going to print this in the vertical orientation, support material will be required for right there. And it's not that I can't print it with support material, it's just not a huge fan of it. I really don't know how well this material is going to behave with supports. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, on one of them, I'm just going to throw in a chamfer on both sides at 0.125, hit OK. So now when it goes to print, there is no need for it to put supports in there. I'm going to do one with this and one without this, and hopefully we'll have enough material of the carbon PLA. If not, I have some Tallman glass filled nylon. But that's how I went about designing this. So let me get this exported, get this over to the printer, get the nylon dehydrating, and then get this going.